Boy, it's a great day to be speeding and ignoring all the laws of the road because I live in a high fantasy version of Scandinavia. Well, it's a good thing I have insurance. Thanks, Sheridan. This could be you. Luckily, I was insured. But if I wasn't careful, I might have paid with my blood. But here at Daeco, or Daedric owned insurance company, our motto is, you really don't have another choice. So let me introduce you to our staff. And a conveniently ranked from worst to best tier list. Nocturnal. The Daedric Prince of secret stealth and anything generally not being seen. So the moment you meet her face to face, she's already failed. She'll never sell you car insurance unless you're her sworn nightingale. And at that point, it's probably included in your benefits package. Namira is a Daedric Prince of ancient darkness and anything that is considered repulsive. She's the patron of mold, of spiders, of slugs, of incels. I feel like this one is self-evident as why they wouldn't be good at selling car insurance, so I'm not going to say more on it. Mephala, the Daedric Prince of unknown plots, obfuscation, the master manipulator, and all-around great manager. Terrible at selling insurance, however, she's already climbed that corporate ladder and is now sitting on the seat of the board of directors, and she'll probably be your boss someday.
A new hand touches the beacon.
Meridia, the Daedric Prince of living things who hates the undead with a passion. She's going to spend more time talking about how much she hates the undead and anything that is past the expiration date than she is selling you insurance. She's like those hyper-religious fanatics that think it's their way or the highway and preach just the complete opposite of what their religion teaches. You probably won't leave with insurance, but you are probably going to leave way more angry than when you came in. Prince of dreams, nightmares, evil omens, and anything that's basically a Freddy Krueger, Vermina. She lives in a quagmire of terrifying, constantly shifting nightmares, each one worse than the last. I wouldn't trust her to sell me anything, but I am going to be dreaming about her later, and I will not enjoy it. The beautiful, caring queen of day and night who's not wholly evil and cares about her subjects. Unfortunately for her, this is not the business of caring about your subjects. This is a business. She wants a balance in life, in others, in everything. And insurance sales is a power dynamic where if you care about the person you're selling your insurance to, you're not going to go far. That horrible Lovecraftian mass of forbidden knowledge and tentacles, Hermias Mora. Mr. Mora already knows if he sold you car insurance or not, because he's basically like the face. But you know what he likes more than selling insurance? Knowledge. See, Hermie Murmy would rather spend all his time as a dank forbidden library reading than improving and trying to sell you car insurance on top of already knowing whether he sold it to you or not. He's never going to reach his full potential, and he's never going to try. And for that reason, he's at the bad at his job, but would probably still be able to sell you some insurance here and there because he does know the future. Remember when Mehrunes Dagon tried to involve and kill everything? No, not Battlespire, I mean in Oblivion. This behemoth of a salesman will not rest until your bones are dust and your car is insured. He'll forcibly summon himself into your living room, threatening to torture you for all eternity, all while giving you the best insurance quotes. His tactics are questionable, but it's hard to argue with results. Now, have you ever watched Office Space? Do you remember Milton? Well, that's basically Parrot. See, Parrot was basically shunted to the furthest, lowest storage space of Oblivion because no one cares about him. His Wikipedia article has basically nothing on him at all except that he is the patron of pestilence. And for that reason, he's here because he's nothing special, but he's definitely more pleasant to deal with than Mehrunes Dagon. It's Malakath. Malakath is considered by most to be more of a demon than he is an actual, Daedric Prince. He was created when Boethia consumed the Aedra Trinomac and then turned all of his, followers into angry green elves. Which doesn't have much bearing on his ability to sell insurance, but being the patron of, the spurned and ostracized would be a terrible thing to be in a business that does the ostracizing and does the spurning. Picture, you walk into a salesperson room, you see a stuffed deer's head on the wall. You see a skin of a literal werewolf, a gun and a bow proudly displayed on the wall, and a jersey of your favorite local band. You did not enter a man cave. No, you entered into Hircine's office. The chief of games and the great chase, the father of lycanthropy, Hircine. He won't just sell you insurance. No, he'll treat it like a game. He'll hunt you. You are his prey. But my God, does he get along with everyone over the age of 40. Which means he's great at selling to one specific client. The top 5 cheeses are mozzarella, brie, and this is exactly why you'll never know what you get when you talk to the salesperson, Shiragath, the Daedric Prince of randomness and shenanigans. Better. 9mm rounds and Molag Ball? Yes, the first good salesperson is the Daedric Prince of enslavement and domination, aka insurance itself, Molag Ball. Straight from Cold Harder with the shadiest background I've ever heard of since Zeus or anyone in Hollywood. He will not give up until you're dominated, he's over you, and he has your soul. Through insurance contract, of course. Next up is the Daedric Prince of Order, Jigalag, who will very concisely explain why this is the best deal for you, and he won't even hide anything. No, he'll just talk you in circles until you know that this is the best deal. The problem is, halfway through, you may turn into Shiragath and just start talking about cheese or trying to sell you a farm in Wisconsin. And for that reason, he's above bad, but not above average. He's just too unpredictable. Hey, welcome to the myriad realms of reverie. Where the room changes a bit what you want to desire most. Sanguine is an excellent salesman. He'll wear you down until you have exactly what you want and you're in the perfect spot to be taken advantage of. He may not have the best track record full of, orgies and a whole lot of parties, but this man, he knows what you want and he's going to get you into a position where you're going to buy it. Granted, due to his past, he's had a lot of HR complaints and really just makes the people around the office kind of uncomfortable. And for that reason, he's here. Now friends, we're at the peak. The final 2 Daedric Princes that could honestly probably sell me a sandwich full of spiders and makes it sound like I was the one who asked for it. First we have Talos, the God King of mankind, who was a human that ascended to godhood. Okay, it's actually Boethia, the Daedric Prince of lies and deception. And do I need to get into why the Daedric Prince of lies and deception is good at selling things? But I will. If you remember earlier, when I talked about Malakath, this is the Daedric Prince that consumed Trinimac and turned him into a demon. That also doesn't have much bearing on insurance sales, but it is pretty cool. And what builds a friendship and builds a camaraderie quicker than a good story? Usually not about consuming another person and turning them into a god, but c'est la vie. She's not the top, and if you know the Daedric Pantheon, you probably already know who this is. It's the Prince of Deals, Wishes, Tricks, and anything that involves packs of any kind, Clavicus Vile. This man, it's in the name. He sells, he sells, he sells. He makes sure he always comes out on top. And if that's not the salesperson mentality, I don't know what is. He even has a dog, for Pete's sake. What's the quickest way to get on anyone's good side? Have a picture of a dog. In fact, the only downside of Clavicus Vile is that his office is known as the Realm of Regrets. But if you don't tell the customers, I won't either, and we'll be making bank. And that is the Daedric Princes ranked by how well they could sell car insurance. Thank you for coming to our Daeco presentation and audit. Hopefully this information has helped you learn how to make your office space more efficient and how you can get those bucks selling insurance. Now please, have a good day.